Primary sources diaries. James J. Lowry's Diary of Wars in the Philippines, 1898-1899. The Spanish-American War in the end of 19th century resulted in the end of Spanish colonial in Americas. It fueled unresolved deposition of the Filipino insurgent against Spanish rules. The war had its origin in the Cuban struggle for independence from Spain. The intervention of the U.S. Congress, which means demanded of withdrawal in Spain from Cuba and authorized the use of force to secure the withdrawal. These figures were later further increased at the call of President McKinley.
The society was launched in 1934 to encourage the study of Dublin's and Dubliners' history. The society's primary interest involves number 1, regular meeting on Wednesday nights in the fall in September, October, and November, and in the spring in February, March, and April, where members are invited guests to read the paper. At 6 o'clock, it will take place in the conference room of the Dublin City Library and Archive at 138 to 144 Parnell Street, Dublin. 2. Visit the historic sites between the months of June and August. And the third one, collaborating with other organizations opposing to unwanted advancements and motivated in the preserving of historic monuments. Dublin Historical Record is written twice a year by the Society.
Primary sources: newspaper. Communication media in the Philippines, 1521 to 1986. We can study communication as a crucial industry in the history of the country, within the framework of the century of the Declaration of Philippine Independence. Particularly, the press industry contributed significantly to the country's fight for political freedom and independence. Jose Rizal, Marcelo H. Garcia, and other journalists who fought valiantly for reforms and independence in the 1880s are now recognized as national heroes. Dupilor Antonio Luna and Graciano Lopez Jaena are just a couple. Their creations serve as the impetus for the Philippine Revolution, which is regarded as the first successful attempt by an Asian nation to oust Western colonial powers. Schumacher, 1973. As seen in the EDSA People Power Revolution of 1986, this nationalism passion is to be intertwined in the spirit of succeeding Filipino journalists and other communicators. To a large extent, the politicization of the masses, the discontent with martial rule, and the call for social and political reforms were fired up by the writings of journalists, who, like their noble predecessors, risked their lives for freedom and democracy. But aside from these, three specific factors contributed to the political influence era in the 1980s, where the mass media played a significant role in the country's political life. The sector resolved to be primarily an objective journalist of events, a government watchdog for the ensuing decade.